Dozens of passionate demonstrators gathered outside the Florida Supreme Court after arguments were heard regarding Florida's 15-week abortion ban. This hearing comes after Planned Parenthood of Southwest and Central Florida requested for the court to hear their arguments.
While it may not seem like such a big deal, is an incredibly important event. This determines whether the citizens of Florida have a right to self-determination.
Ben Braver and others from Women's Voices of Southwest Florida tell me they do not think this will be a fair trial.
This justice is entirely conservative. We know that the state of Florida is not entirely conservative. Because the justices are not representative of the citizens, it's not fair.
Groups like the post-Roe generation agreed that representation is important. That is why they traveled from Miami to show their support for the ban.
We're giving them the support of knowing that there are people that are wanting the laws to be rightly presented.
While passionate voices from all over the state are making their opinions clear, how do students in the capital city feel about this potential change to their rights?
As a female in college, I feel like this abortion ban is really awful. Personally, I'm not ready to have a child, and I feel like a lot of people would agree with me.
For students who oppose this bill, Minority Leader of the Florida Senate, Lauren Book, encourages young people to mobilize to the ballot this voting period.
What can we do? It is 24. It is the ballot initiative. It's giving of your time, your treasure, collecting petitions.
While there is no indication of when a decision will be made, past hearings of this magnitude have taken months to deliberate. For Seminole Showcase, I'm Kaya Poisel.
No justice! No peace!
The House Wright Building is home to over 1,000 students who are pursuing their degree in music. But on Tuesday evenings from 7 to 9 in room 105, a different group of students assemble. The Sinfonia Orchestra brings together a melody of students from diverse academic backgrounds, all with the common language of music.
But this is great because I'm working with people who are here purely because they want to be. This just seems so much more pure, and it's really, really nice. It's really amazing to me to be able to see what non-majors who most people assume don't have the same chops can do with a little bit of instruction.
Whitehead has been director for the past 3 years and says the orchestra has the most members this year since its inception in 2010.
These people aren't here just for fun. Nobody's judging you. Everyone's just here to have fun. That's the whole point of this orchestra, is to have fun.
And while this room serves as a space for all students to come and showcase their talent, it's also where the next generation of musical educators are being trained.
The first challenge is just walking through the door and getting up there and trying to be energetic. It's kind of scary up there, but it's fun.
Christian works closely with PhD student Tyler Gehring, conducting the orchestra and receiving real-time feedback.
Will has challenged me consistently, and so that's kind of nice to work as a colleague with somebody and to have that opportunity to have somebody critique conducting.
The Sinfonia Orchestra is a symphony of unity and a reminder that music can bring people together in the most unexpected ways.
I mean, music is super powerful, and it's just cool to see that people are still wanting to play music. Everybody's accepted, and you come if you want to. And it's cool to see that people still want to.
For Seminole Showcase, I'm Kaya Poisel. Main Street Entertainment owns popular Tallahassee club Potbellies, the bar that served their underage employee back in 2014. Devon Dwyer is responsible for a hit and run that left Faircloth permanently injured. This trial is only a small part of Tallahassee's ongoing problem of underage drinking and driving.
In this city, I do think it's almost impossible to prevent underage drinking. I don't think students' hearts are going to change. Adulthood is realizing that, wow, a lot of people drink and drive.
And Taylor's not wrong. Florida ranks 3rd in the country for underage drinking, with 101,000 underage people reporting drinking in the past 30 days. And in 2019, 21.6% of alcohol-impaired driving fatalities in Florida were under 21. And it's worth noting that Tallahassee comes out on top in the state for binge drinking, with 20.9% of residents admitting to binge drinking on a regular basis. But the school claims otherwise. According to their website, FSU's party school status is a myth, and most students don't engage in this behavior.
I don't think it's necessarily a bigger problem at FSU than any other college campus.
Justin Malloy is deputy chief of the FSU police force. He says the department focuses on education and support for first-time offenders.
Underage drinking offense, it can often be just a written arrest, like a ticket where you go to court and you show up, and the state attorney's office, with this being a college town, works very closely with us and the first-time offenders to try to give them leniency for that first offense, and they have special programs and everything for that.
Malloy tells me they dedicate their resources to student safety, rather than cracking down on individuals or establishments.
We want the students, when they're here, to be successful, and we talk about this in orientation. It is about safety on campus overall, and that's our main goal with everything we do. Whether they're underage or overage and they need to get home safely so they don't get behind the wheel of a car, we have Safe Connection, which is a resource. We have Knoll Cab. There's different resources that we have so people can get in contact. And I even tell the parents and the students in orientation, if you can't remember these numbers to call, or you don't have the Seminole Safe app, and you don't know how to get these numbers to get a ride home safely, just call the main number to the police department, 850-644-1234, and we will make sure you get home safely.
For Seminole Showcase, I'm Kai Poisel.